Climate change is something that affects all of our lives, whether someone is on the planet, they still experience it. Global warming in particular is one of the major contributors to climate change. To tell more about global warming, it is happening because people are emitting billions of times of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. Now when they get there, these greenhouse gases cause extra heat to be trapped on the earth. So the heat that will have otherwise been radiated back into space is now sticking around and warming up our planet. Hold on, so heat is trapped around atmosphere, but is it also affecting the oceans? Well, it turns out that 80 to 90% of the heat from global warming is actually going into the oceans. That makes the oceans as really the big heat bucket. That is all the heat end up going. Wait, does not it make the oceans really hot? As you might have been wondering, but it is found that the ocean can absorb 1,000 times the amount of heat as the atmosphere without really changing the temperature all that much. And the reason is something called heat capacity. What is heat capacity? To explain further, let's do a little fun experiment.
For our experiment, we need a candle and a wax paper box. Now the candle represents the sun while the paper box represents the earth. The paper box is put on top of the candle flame. It is observed that the paper box immediately burns. So, obviously the heat capacity of air is very low. It did not absorb heat at all. Almost the soon we put the box on the candle, it burns. The reason is because since air in the box could not absorb heat that fast, all the heat went toward lighting up the box. Now that's a good demonstration of heat capacity of air. How about the heat capacity of water or the oceans? We take another paper box and fill it with water, then put it on the candle flame. The water here will represent the ocean. Impressive! Obviously, the water absorbing a great deal of heat that the box did not burn. It turns out that the water can absorb so much heat that it takes the heat away from the paper box before it can burn, so the paper box was not burning. Excellent example. So the water has a tremendous ability to absorb heat, and if that is an analogy for our oceans, that means our oceans are absorbing a lot of heat as well. Water, which has a relatively higher heat capacity compared to other materials, plays a huge role in controlling the surface temperature of our Earth as it absorbs a lot of heat from the atmosphere. So that makes the oceans, lakes and rivers are the nature's cooling system that we should never take granted for.